Hi everybody, I'm Amy Hughes and welcome back to my kitchen on the Isle of Hope near Savannah, Georgia for Season 2 of The Real Women of Philadelphia. Ever since I was a little girl making mud pies in the neighborhood creek, I have loved to bake. Pies, cupcakes, cookies, cakes, you name it. If it's sweet, I love to bake it. Now, some of you may know that I'm a mom of 3 boys. They're 18, 15, and 12, and things can get pretty hairy with 3 boys around. So for me, baking is just a release. It's like it's therapy. It makes me so happy when I could bake something really scrumptious and they bite into it and they go, wow, this is terrific, Mom. So I decided for Season 2 of Real Women of Philadelphia that I was going to focus on what I do the best, which is bake. And so I'm going to bring to you, without further ado, the best vanilla cupcake ever. And basically I've taken my all-time favorite cupcake recipe and I've customized it to use Philadelphia cream cheese. And wow, is the result fantastic. It is so easy. You know, sometimes it can be tempting to reach for a box of cake mix or something like that. But when you see this recipe and you taste this recipe, you will never go back because it's really so simple. 4 easy steps. You're going to cream your butter and sugar and your Philadelphia cream cheese. You're going to add your eggs. You're going to add your flour and then add your milk, and you're going to alternate doing that, and boom, you're done. That's your batter, and you pop it in the oven and you pull it out. You put some homemade icing on there, which of course is Philadelphia cream cheese base, and you have the best cupcake you will ever eat. All right, well, let's get started.
Preheat your oven to 350 degrees and make sure that all of your ingredients are at room temperature. Place your muffin cups into your muffin tins, and now we can start our batter.
Now this recipe is really simple. First, we're going to cream a stick of butter and then an 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese in our mixer.
Slowly add 2 cups of sugar and beat until nice and fluffy. Add 4 eggs one at a time and beat for about a minute after the addition of each egg until it's thoroughly incorporated into the batter.
There are 2 secret ingredients to this recipe that make it really wonderful. The first is using a combination of plain flour and self-rising flour. And that way you don't have to use the baking soda and the baking powder and the salt and the other leavening agents. It just makes it so much easier. And the second is the addition of Mexican vanilla. It really gives it an amazing flavor. So while the eggs are creaming over there with the butter, we're going to take our Mexican vanilla and we're going to take a nice generous teaspoonful and we're going to add it to 1 cup of milk. There we go. Then we're going to take a cup and a quarter of our plain flour and a cup and a half of our self-rising flour, and we're going to mix it together with a whisk. And that's all that we have to do. Now we'll take a cup and a half of our self-rising flour. There we go. And then we're just going to take a whisk and we're going to whisk it together like that. Get it all nice and combined, and now we're going to add it in thirds to our batter. We're going to start with flour, and then we're going to alternate with about 1/3 of the milk. There we go. We're going to mix this on very low speed, just until it's incorporated. Ooh, that batter is looking beautiful and smooth. Ooh, delicious. Look at that. Philadelphia cream cheese just really makes these cupcakes extra special. All right, so now we're going to divide this into our muffin cups, and we're going to pop it into a 350-degree oven for about 20 or 25 minutes until a cake tester comes out clean. Use a large scoop to fill your muffin cups about 2/3 full of batter. Tap your pan on the counter so that the batter evens out. Bake your cupcakes in a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. The icing that we're going to make for these cupcakes is amazing. It's Philadelphia cream cheese based, and it is so good. It's the perfect chocolate icing. It's what we call in our family birthday cake icing because it's that good. But you will never use canned icing again once you make this because it's so easy and it's so delicious. So first we melt about 11 ounces of bittersweet chocolate, really good quality chocolate. I like to use the double boiler, but if you like to use the microwave, that's fine too. So we're going to melt this, let it cool down, and then we're going to add it to the rest of our icing. The icing we're going to make is absolutely fantastic, and the reason is Philadelphia cream cheese. So we're going to take one 8-ounce package of cream cheese, we're going to put it in our mixer, and we're going to cream it up with 1 stick of softened butter. We're going to let that get all nice and creamy. While the cream cheese and the butter are creaming together, I've turned off the mixer so you can hear me, we're going to mix the rest of the icing ingredients. We're going to take 3 cups of powdered sugar, about 1/3 cup of Valrhona cocoa powder. Now you can use whatever cocoa powder you like, but I like either a Dutch processed cocoa or the Valrhona powder. And then about 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to whisk that up. All right, so we've got our butter and our Philadelphia cream cheese all nice and whipped up here. And then we've also whisked together our cocoa and our powdered sugar and our salt. And so now it is time to slowly add this beautiful bittersweet chocolate into our icing. It's cooled down a little bit. I'm going to turn this on, and I know it's going to be loud, sorry. Now that the melted chocolate is all mixed into that butter and Philadelphia cream cheese, we're going to slowly add in the powdered sugar and the cocoa powder and the salt. The final step of this icing is to add in 1 cup of sour cream. Now that is what really makes this icing come together and just be oh so creamy and shiny and chocolatey. I can't even tell you how good it smells right now. I just want to eat the whole bowl. Now the easiest way to frost these cupcakes is to use a big pastry bag like this. Just simply swirl it around. And here you have it. A beautiful batch of gorgeous Philadelphia cream cheese cupcakes that I have been dying to eat. I can't wait to eat this. Ooh, look at this cupcake. Look at how beautiful this is. Yum. Mmm. 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 That's just heaven. Well, that's it from Isle of Hope today. I hope you enjoy this recipe for the best vanilla cupcake ever and this awesome Philadelphia cream cheese chocolate frosting. Yum. See you next time. Mmm. This is heaven.